You're in the mix.
SKM presents Strictly for the Music Podcast. You are now live with the #1 podcast for all upcoming artists worldwide.
It's the real deal.
Welcome back to another episode of Strictly for the Music Podcast. I'm your host, SJN. The next guest I got over 1,000 followers on BandLab.com. Got affiliated with 6 bands and got 2 albums. And another album coming up at the end of July. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to KG.
What up, dude?
What's up, man? How's it going, man?
It's going good.
Hell yeah. So, man, I think third time's the charm. Let's take it easy.
Yeah.
Let's go from the beginning. 15 years old, man. You started rapping?
Yeah, that's when I started out.
Okay, so let's talk about that, man. What got you into music, big dog?
Mainly what started me wanting to do music was when I started getting really heavy into listening to Tech Nine and Eminem and all those people and King ISO. Yeah, because they inspired me. They inspired me to do what I want to do, you know. But yeah, I just grew up on those main 3 artists, you know. And I thought it was cool what they were doing, so I thought, you know what, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try this rap thing and see how far I can go with it and see what I can do. So that's what I did. There we go.
So 16 years old, your first album, man. Talk about it.
Okay. Yeah, my first album wasn't really like it was okay, but it wasn't as good as it is now. Like that was just my test run, you know. Like I just started writing stuff on a notebook and just started from there. And then I started building off of that and have been evolving each time I go, and my craft just keeps evolving each time I write and make raps and stuff.
So the last album you made before you found BandLab, let's talk about that.
Uh-huh. The one I made. What
was the creative process like, creating that last album before you jumped onto BandLab?
The last one I did before I jumped on BandLab, that one was kind of it was kind of telling people like who I was, you know. It was kind of telling my story, you know, like how I grew up, you know, because I don't think a lot of people really put that effort into their music and tell you like, you know, like how you are growing up and stuff. So that's what I kind of did. So I kind of just revisited my childhood on there and did that, you know, and people liked it. So
let's talk about the style of rapping that you created, man. Explain to the people that don't know or haven't heard you. But first of all, before we answer that question, I need you to get on your Instagram, all of that, and make sure you tell everybody right now where they can follow you at and go look at your YouTube, because you got killer content on your YouTube, big dog. You got to talk about that too.
Yeah, you guys can all follow me on Twitter at Ceen Crazy. That's CEN and then crazy, like I'm going crazy. So yeah, you guys can go follow me on there, Ceen Crazy Official, and on Twitter. You can also follow me on YouTube at Ceen Crazy Official, and you can also follow me on BandLab, which is Ceen Crazy, Ceen_crazy, and then I got about 1,000 followers on there, and then I got about 690 on YouTube, and then on SoundCloud I also am on there as well, just Ceen Crazy on there too, and I think I got about 100 subscribers or 100 followers on there, maybe, I don't know, somewhere around there, somewhere in that ballpark.
So you going onto YouTube, man, doing reaction videos. Are you doing reaction videos for different artists that you like, or what? Are you talking about? You're doing reaction videos of mainstream artists, right?
I mean, I do reaction videos for, like, if I find an artist I like, I just do a reaction to them, you know. And if I like an artist, I'll do that. But if I don't like an artist, I'll just, say that's trash and, point it out to the people.
Hell yeah. So, how long have you been doing YouTube videos?
I've been doing YouTube videos. I first started doing. Let's see, when I first started doing YouTube videos back in 2014, actually. Like, back in 2014 was when I first started doing YouTube videos, you know. And I was just doing these weird little skit things, but it was a starting point for me, and then eventually I evolved and started doing branching off and started doing more videos, and so that's how that was.
Hell yeah. So do you play the music off BandLab and then you react to it, or how do you do it? You just find music off YouTube or what?
I find music on YouTube, and then I just react to it, like music I haven't even listened to, or music I just want to go back and revisit, because there's a lot of Eminem songs out there that I've kind of listened to, but I really haven't broken down all the bars in them yet. Like, there's a lot of songs out there by Eminem that I've not even heard yet and haven't dissected completely.
Favorite Eminem track?
Favorite Eminem track? It would have to be the "Lucky You" track, the one that has Joyner Lucas on it, because I fucks with Joyner Lucas. Joyner Lucas is a good storytelling artist. I like Joyner Lucas's work. Everything from the "I'm Not Racist" track to the Ross Cappuccini track. I think he did pretty good on both of them, because he kind of got out of his shell and took the perspectives of those people that he was talking about. And that's what I like about hip hop, is people can do these storytelling tracks, and they can be in different perspectives of different people.
So would you say that Eminem is still the best rap artist of 2020?
I still think so. Yeah, listening to his latest album, "Music to Be Murdered By," I'd say he still got it. Like, hands down, he still got it.
So how did you discover Eminem, man?
Actually, I discovered Eminem by my cousin. He's on BandLab as well. His name's J Dub.
Hell yeah, big dog. Big shout out to J Dub.
Yep, J Dub.
So can we expect the album just collabs with you and J Dub?
I've done songs with my cousin, but not a whole lot. He doesn't really. I mean, he can. I mean, J Dub, he can rap, but he's just he's in his own headspace right now, and he's just dealing with his own things. But I'm gonna try to get him on a track as many as I can. So, but it really depends on the headspace that he's in and the headspace I'm in. So it really depends.
How many songs have you done so far?
With J Dub.
Yeah.
I've done probably, let's see how many I've also produced songs for him too, by the way. I've done probably at least five, maybe six songs with them, somewhere around there. But it's a good amount though.
That's what's up, man. Hell yeah, dog. So you discovering BandLab, man. What was that experience like, big dog?
Dude, it was a lifesaver. Ever since I got on BandLab and started learning how to do the features on there and do the collaborations and making the projects and everything. Dude, it was a lifesaver. I was looking for something like this, when I first started out, because I was doing, like I said, I was doing collaborations before BandLab, but it was hard. It was hard. Like I'd have to have people record it on their phones and then send it to me, and then I'd have to edit it in, and that just took forever. It was too time consuming. But BandLab just has all the tools right there built in. So you just gotta, all you gotta do is put your beat in there, put all your artist vocals on there, and then that's it. And then save it and put it up for everybody to listen to. So yeah, it was a lifesaver.
Top favorite collabs on BandLab.
Favorite collabs. Con Artist is one of my favorites because I don't know if you saw, I've done like so many songs with them. I think I've done at least 12 now, maybe more. I don't know. Like, Con Artist is one of my favorites, you know. And I also did a feature with Con Artist as well. I think the track's called Schizo. Yeah, Schizo. But yeah, he's a good artist to collaborate with. He's very flexible, you know. That's why I collaborate with them a lot. And then Rector A from Shooter's Unit, he's really good at doing his style, you know. And then Dr. Weathers, he's really good at it too. And also, who else? Oh yeah, Cedo Boy as well. So yeah.
Hell yeah, big dog. So if you could collaborate with any artist, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Hold on a minute. I'm in the middle of the interview. I'm in the middle of the interview.
If you could collaborate with any artist, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Dead or alive?
Yeah.
Sorry about that for a minute. People just do not respect my space. But yeah. So people I collaborate with dead or alive, probably either Tupac or Biggie.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I feel like I could probably get on a track with Tupac and Biggie and just rip it up, you know.
Wow, dog. That's lit, dog. So
yeah, I would be.
So would Biggie be your best favorite MC from the East Coast? Is that what you're saying, man?
Yeah, Biggie would probably be my favorite on the East Coast, and Tupac would be my favorite for the West, you know.
And Eminem is the best from the Midwest, right?
Yeah, he's from Detroit.
Yep.
Michigan.
You know he was born. So, you know he was born in Missouri.
I did not even know that.
Yeah, he was born. I think it was St. Joe, man. I'm not sure, but yeah. So
yeah.
So hey, man. Besides all this stuff that you got going on, because you said you got an album, but you ain't got no date or a name for it. So what can we expect off the album? What kind of details can you give us, big dog?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do the next album. I'm probably going to do like a more like a content storytelling type thing, you know. I'm just gonna write whatever comes to my mind and whatever I'm feeling, you know. And just kind of incorporate that in my music, you know. And that's what I've always done. So I'm just gonna try to, you know, I'm gonna try to think of something to do for the next album. And then I'm gonna do it, you know, because that's what I do.
So, what do you think about the music today?
The music today, like everybody makes this music, and they don't really put their time and effort into it. They just put like two words in it, and then maybe a couple of ad libs in there, you know. Like they don't put any actual content into it, and they don't really stick to that one subject, you know. Like it makes no sense at all. And then they get paid like billions of dollars for doing that, you know. Millions to billions or something like that. I don't know.
So what is the music?
Yeah.
What is the music industry lacking?
The music industry is lacking storytelling and content right now, and those two big things are very slept on. And those two things is what makes hip hop. Like take Tupac and Biggie, for example. They were the best poets of their generation. Like, Tupac was a poet. Like Tupac, he used to write, I think he used to write books, didn't he? Something like that. I heard something about that.
If Tupac was alive today, where would the music industry be at?
Oh, the music industry would be way more, the music industry would be way more creative and way more lyrical than it is now. Way more.
What about Biggie?
Yeah, Biggie would have probably inspired a lot more people, and we'd have more people like Tech Nine, just out here killing it,
Hell yeah.
Because Biggie brought that, that type of flow, the New York type style or whatever it was.
Right. So what are the things that you could want to change in the music industry? You say creativity's one, content's number two. Well, I think that's kind of the same thing, don't you think?
Yeah, and I want to also do more storytelling, where you can literally make songs that people can relate to, like like this one new artist that I just now started listening to, NF. He's making songs where he basically does storytelling in it, like he can tell like a story of a couple breaking up and then bring it all back to when they first got together and stuff. I want to make that kind of music, where I can step out of my own out of my own skin and be able to go into other people's perspectives and then make it relate to whoever's listening to it. So that's what I want to do.
So what are your and what is your advice to any upcoming artist that's trying to make it like you are?
Just stick to the grind, dude. Like, keep grinding. Ignore all the people that are gonna hate on you are gonna hate on your greatness. Like, greatness is very well hated upon now in this new generation because they can't accept your greatness. So just stick to yourself. Be you. Don't try to imitate other people because that's one way that's not going to get you anywhere. Like, if you try to go out and try to imitate people, it's not going to get you anywhere. Like, you got to be original. You got to be original, and that's what I am. I'm original.
That's right, man. So let's talk about this upcoming shows you got going on, man. You gonna do any live shows on your YouTube, or you gonna get on Instagram, maybe bust some freestyles down, or what you got planned, man? Are you got any concerts coming up?
I'm probably gonna try to do I'm gonna try to do a thing for my birthday because my birthday's coming up here in the next day or two, and I'm gonna try to do like a thing where I just jump on video and then just start ripping on all the beats that I can find on YouTube. Like, I'm just gonna pull up random beats and I'm gonna try to freestyle to each one of them and see how far I can get without screwing up on them. And then once I do, I'll just go on to a different beat and try a different beat,
Hell yeah. So how long have you been deciding to do this, man?
Oh, to freestyle over beats and stuff like that?
Yeah.
I mean, I've been trying to I mean, don't get me wrong. Sitting down and writing your stuff is good because you get to plan it out and stuff, but sometimes you gotta develop that freestyle stuff because like who knows, you might be thrown into a battle one day. Like, who knows, I could be thrown into a battle at any time, and you gotta have your freestyles ready. You gotta have that already locked in your brain. That way you can just rip it on there.
So you like battle rapping?
I mean, I'm not personally a battle rapper, but if I was to be put up against somebody, I would probably win. Just gonna put that out there. But it really depends, though. because there's a lot of rappers here that don't literally have any content at all, and they try to go at me with these weird auto-tuned ad libs and shit like that, and I just don't understand it.
Yo.
But yeah.
So, big dog, we talked about your music. West Coast chopper style, never done before. You're the first. Biggest influencers:
Yep.
Tech Nine, Eminem. Favorite Tech Nine track?
Favorite Tech Nine track would have to be Disparagement with King ISO.
Oh yeah, really,
because
yeah. My bad, bro.
Yeah.
I remember now. Okay, can't forget, bro. Can't forget. Okay,
Yeah.
What's the history? Where you from?
Wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, I had to turn the volume real quick. But yeah, what was that? What was that question?
What is the history of where you're from? You say you're from the 5-1 area? 541?
541, yeah. 541, Southern Oregon.
How many artists are in Oregon right now, man?
Not a whole. There are artists in Oregon. I'm not sure exactly how many there are in Oregon, but the ones that are in Oregon aren't doing anything like me. Like, I'm literally the first breed to do this, you know?
So what do you do outside of music?
Outside of music, I usually just sit down and watch TV shows and stuff like that, you know? Because sometimes when I sit in the booth and I just keep on writing, sometimes I have to kind of, you know, just sit back and refresh my memory so I can go back and do it again. Like, I'll sit down here, I'll write a track, and then I'll go watch like some Star Trek or Star Wars or whatever, and then just kind of refresh my memory, and then come back and write another track.
So a lot of writing, huh? How many notebooks you got?
I got probably about 3 as I can see right now in my studio. So
you got your own studio?
I mean, it's kind of a studio, but it's more like a trailer. But I use it as my studio because I got my own space out here. I just live in the studio, dude. Like it's my home / studio. So
Damn, dog, you got it made, bro.
yeah.
Got your own trailer, got your own studio. So what's your
Yeah.
favorite? What's your favorite program you like to use? What kind of equipment you got?
I use my laptop to do everything on, and I use Audacity and FL Studio. I use Audacity to record with, and then FL Studio to graft it all together.
So explain to the people what Audacity is, big dog.
Audacity is a program that's on most computers, and you can use it to record on. And it's got all sorts of features on it. Like you can turn up the volume on your vocals and change the voice on it, you know, like that. Because I do that sometimes when I want to do, like, if I'm doing a track that on a beat that's demonic, I want to make my voice sound a little bit demonic, you know. And that's why sometimes when I do that on that type of beat, I want to be demonic when I'm doing like a hook or something, you know. But yeah, it's really good to use. It's free. You don't have to pay a single dime for it at all.
Hell yeah! So you got FL Studio?
Yeah, I got FL Studio.
What is your favorite? What is your go-to? When you open up FL Studio, what do you go straight to?
When I go to FL Studio, I go straight to putting the instrumental in first. And then I just listen to it and then make sure that I got it in. Well, I gotta get my charger real quick, dude. But yeah, I usually put the instrumental in first, pop it in there first, and then I start writing to it as I go, and then that's it. So yeah.
All right, big dog. So how is your music going to evolve?
My music is going to just I'm still, you know, every time I write, I keep getting better. Like every time I write, I just keep on getting better. Like, and I'm just gonna keep on doing that and just keep getting better and better until I can't improve myself anymore. And then, yeah. So I'm just gonna keep improving, you know.
All right, big dog. So, you got any final words you want to say?
Any final words?
You want to plug in your Instagram, your Twitter, your YouTube, get all that so everybody go follow you, dog.
Everybody that's watching this podcast, go follow me at Ceen Crazy on Twitter, Instagram, Ceen Crazy Official on YouTube, and Ceen Crazy on BandLab and SoundCloud as well. Go follow me on all those platforms. Thank you all for tuning in, and also thank you to JDD for putting me on this.
No problem, big dog. So, hey, there you go, everybody. Ceen Crazy dropped an episode with Strictly for the Music podcast, and we're gone.